Alright guys, so today we are hopping into the transformation boost stage of Super Battle Road. So I know a lot of people did use physical Broly to like as leads here. I did just decide to go with Super Boo, mainly because I just pulled Super Boo and I wanted to see how he would do. And I really do think Super Boo is a better option. I do understand that less people have Super Boo than Broly, so that's probably why they do that. I probably use an item here, maybe like an Icarus or Wheats. I don't know what I have, but one thing about this stage is they hit so hard, so like in the first like turn, if you want to survive, you need to use an item. Yep, there's an Icarus. But it's just because of the type diversity here and just how every type was attacking everywhere, so I couldn't really put anyone anywhere to be safe. But anyways, let's just get down to talking about the team. UI Goku was just the last unit here, like the unit in the last slide. I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring him, but you know, if you ever want to gamble with his dodge, you can definitely do that, and it works. Well, it should work most of the time. It does not work most of the time for me. So Gohan just took most of Krillin's health off with one attack, by the way. That's kind of nuts. And so we'll just Gohan next, I guess. LR Gohan is so useful here because, like, of course he's an LR, right? But also, like, he raises defense on Super as well as on his passive as turns go by. So he just gets better and better and better. In that last stage, which is STR Ultimate Gohan, which is why I'm running so many Super types. Well, I mean Super AGL types. Ultimate Gohan is in the last stage, but in that last stage, because the fight lasts for so long, by the end of it, he is, like, helping you so much. Because, like, the first time you see him, he might get hurt a little bit, but then, like, by the second or third time you see him, he's not going to take any damage at all. And also, that's another reason why Super Boo is really good here. Because in the last stage, because you're only fighting one enemy, if you have like two Super Boos on one rotation and they both get supers, next rotation and the rotation after, you're not going to take any damage. Just because double attack reduction is kind of crazy. And then Inchinemba, I guess, is who we'll talk about next. Everyone knows how good he is. He's the best TUR in the game, I still think. So he kind of had to be here. He's a super good defensive unit. Transforming Goku and Evolution Blue were both here just because they're agility types. And you do kind of need to make this team kind of agility heavy if you want to beat Ultimate Gohan in the last stage. But because this team is so agility heavy, you can kind of feel free, like if you build a similar team to me, I guess, to like use most of your items in the first two fights. Because in the last fight, you should only need like one or two items max. Just because you have so much type advantage. Like, your rotations, if you wanted to play super duper defensively, you could run like LR Gohan and Evolution Blue Vegeta as a rotation, and then like transforming Goku and Janemba, and then you wouldn't take any damage in that last stage, depending on like how he was attacking and stuff. Just because everyone would defend with type advantage, right? Because even Janemba, that's like his ability, you know. And then I guess one thing I should talk about is, as of me recording this, this is the last stage of Super Battle Road that I had to do on camera. This was actually not the last one that I beat. The last one that I beat was Giant Form, but I beat that one on camera the first time I did it, so see, like, there I am again using another item, because it's like, I needed to, one, and second, it's like, I know I don't need the item later. As long as you make it to the last stage, for the most part, with a team like this, you probably win. And before the banners came out, because obviously the Super Battle Road stages came out before the new units, well, and the new banners, I guess, because I didn't have Super Boo when this first came out. I tried to do it with a Broly team. It is extremely hard to do it with a Broly team, just because of the double Broly that you're running. And in the last stage, Broly has type disadvantage, and there's only one opponent, and if there's only one opponent, they last for a long time. And another thing that hurt was that my Broly didn't have any dupes, so there was really nothing that I could do in that last stage with my Broly personally. So, like, you would definitely do it with a full power movie bosses Broly team, but it's very difficult. I've also seen people do it with the Go Bros, I think, as well as the Kamehameha team. I did try it for a little bit with the Kamehameha team, I think, maybe, and if I remember correctly, it didn't work very well. So I did decide to run double Super Boo. And Super Boo is not the worst unit ever, especially in Super Battle Road, because I can understand in Dokkan events why people don't like him, because he doesn't hit super hard, and a lot of Dokkan events don't allow you to like lower attack, and you barely get to see him transform in Dokkan events. But in Super Battle Road, it's an entirely different story, because his defense is okay. Alright, look at Gohan with the crit. But because like the way the fights work, lowering attack is one of the clutchest things you can do. See here on this stage, you can actually transform with Gohan, by the way. You just have to survive long enough, as well as like get your health low enough. See, like this rotation, I get this rotation in the Ultimate Gohan stage, and I'm pretty sure I just used a Ghost Usher, and then for the next like 3 rotations, I'm fine. Okay, yeah, so like this rotation just isn't the best defensively, but it's fine. And the Friend Subaru is better, so I'll leave him on rotation here. It does kind of suck when you use a Ghost Usher when you have Engine M on rotation, just because one, he's a very good defensive unit, and second of all, he doesn't get to activate the second part of his passive. So here he's only at like 1.4 million, where he could be at like 2 million if he got the secondary part of his passive, which like with the double super there, that would have really helped. But either way, that's just bonus damage. Then we're going to lower this guy's attack, 17. I don't know why I said this guy. Alright. And here we have this all agility rotation. If this was the Ultimate Gohan fight, this would be so easy. But at this point, we still do have like 2, 4, we have 5 items left, and I'm fine using like 2 more at this point, because we did choose a Nader. Like 2 more at this point, and I'm still confident that we could win, just because the Ultimate Gohan stage, also, I do want to get the Dokkan mode in this stage, because Ultimate Gohan, when you're using a Dokkan mode on only one enemy, I don't know, I don't think it's the best, just because one of the main reasons the Dokkan mode is like super good is because it's attack all. Alright, this is gonna hurt. How much does that do? 200,000. And Gohan is a good defensive unit, by the way. Even before he supered, because like that was before he supered one time, but even before he supers, he's a good defensive unit. So that was pretty impressive. Oh, he got supered twice. How much is he taking there? 147,000. We had such little HP here. Okay. Whew. Transforming Goku is also really good just because he has the damage reduction. I know it's not a huge amount, but it's just like having a King Yama. Not a King Yama, an Ox King active at all times, which, you know, is really nice. Evolution Blue, another unit who's just here because he's an agility type. How much are we going to take here? Because it should be close. Although we do have an 8er active, so it might not be as close as I think it should be. We got the double super there with the Evolution Blue. That's really clutch. 20k. Whew. And we lead off with the UI Goku transformation. First time we see him here. See, like, UI Goku is always scary for me, because I know he's supposed to be like the best defensive unit ever, just because it's like he doesn't get hit. But for me, it's like I'll put him where he has to take 3 attacks and we're at max HP, because I used an item, obviously, because he has to heal. Well, no, he has to be below 50% HP to transform, right? But we'll be at like max HP, and he will just like, he'll only need to dodge 3 attacks, and he'll just take all of them to the face and we'll die. And I'm like, why do you even exist? You know? Okay, this should do a lot of damage. Okay, nope, never mind. I didn't realize I didn't give Janemba a super. There probably wasn't an option for me to there. Although next rotation we are getting the Dokkan mode here. Okay. Thank goodness she did that to Janemba. 1.6 million here from untransformed Subaru is actually really impressive. So I probably give the Dokkan mode to Gohan. Even if we can't get enough ki, he probably will do more damage than most of the others here. And then UI Goku should also do a lot of damage. We're just trying to like split up the damage. A lot of times you don't want to do that in Super Battle Road. You just want to target one down. But if you're about to get a Dokkan mode, it's never a bad idea. Yep, here. Where do I leave? See, like here you can't get much ki for Gohan just because there's not much ki on the board. But I still think 13 ki with Gohan will do more than, you know, a normal super with the transforming Goku. So I do just go for it. And here I am just thinking, if we die, we die, whatever. Because I know we're not going to finish this here. Even if my Gohan gets a crit, I know we're not going to finish both of them. But if Gohan gets a crit and an additional, we might be able to finish off 18, is kind of what I'm thinking here. So I'm kind of looking for luck. Gohan's at a 2 million attack state here with a 13 ki super, by the way. That's pretty good. Like, just a 12 ki. He does have a good amount of links active with transforming Goku, though. 2.8 million crit. And then he got the additional and finished off 18. And that was super clutch. And then I'm thinking here, could we possibly finish this off this turn? And I don't remember if we do or not. Nah, we didn't get a crit there, but we got the additional. Subaru could finish. This is my Subaru. He has 1 dupe. And crit? No. Okay, we finished it off anyway. So now we have 3 items left going into the Ultimate Gohan stage, which, I mean, frankly, the Ultimate Gohan stage is pretty easy if you build the team the way that I have, just with a whole lot of type advantage and attack reduction. The only unit that I'm kind of scared to have here is UI Goku. UI Goku does kind of scare me a little bit, but everybody else here is good. Everybody else here has a purpose for this stage, because like I can just kind of spam items up to this point, but once I get here, I'm confident I won't need to use too many items just because of all the attack reduction that we're gonna have, as well as all the type advantage. We should be good. And then here, Evolution Blue can't get a super, but that's fine. Yep, I grabbed that one purple orb, and then all those greens are set up next rotation for transforming, well, I guess transforming, but LR Gohan. And here Janemba's not taking too much, and then with an Icarus Live and his attack reduced, I'm like, Boo shouldn't take too much here. And I know for a fact Evolution Blue won't. Yeah, 20k is fine. And I'm like, okay, if we're gonna get supered, I'm fine with it being on Evolution Blue. But if I remember correctly, he doesn't even super this turn. Most of the time I don't remember what happens here, but I actually did just record this like a few hours ago, so I do kind of remember what happens. Yeah, we don't get hit at all here. See, now here, all I want is for UI Goku not to get supered. As long as UI Goku doesn't get supered... Oh, I guess that's fine. And then we get same color orbs with Gohan, so that probably was the better thing to do. And Gohan gets to raise his defense before he gets attacked. As well as the fact that Goku just won't take too much damage from a super, just because, again, the 20% damage reduction is a decent enough amount. A million on a crit is pretty good. So I don't remember where he supers here. Gohan at 2.3 million, barely an 18 key super. And see, like, here he's just getting stronger and stronger. And, like, next rotation, we have him. Without an item active, he will take double digits. And from a super, he'll probably only take, like, 50k. And here I'm like, okay, he still hasn't supered. Please don't super UI Goku, because even with an Icarus Live, that would still do a lot of damage. And if yeah, he doesn't. Okay, so for the first 2 turns, he did not super. And I'm pretty sure here's where I use my Ghost Usher. Yeah, I have to, because if I want to get links, I have to leave Janemba in the middle, but Janemba wouldn't take any attacks in the middle. And I can't have Janemba or anyone else take a hit. I meant Super Boo. Okay, so now this is the double attack reduction, and we're just fine. So basically, for the rest of this, we're just kind of, you know, slow and steady wins the race, basically. Because of all the type advantage and stuff. We don't get a Gohan transformation, obviously, because no androids, but you could here, hypothetically, because you could run a Cell unit, I'm pretty sure. I just decided against that. So I'm going to get out of here. There's still about, you know, a little less than 5 minutes left, but if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider leave a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Blah, and I will see you guys next time.